Bulls Nation, the free agency period has kicked off and the Chicago Bulls start off free agency with a bang. A player that we've been talking about since 2020, a player that has been well and known to be interested in the Chicago Bulls, someone that would make the Chicago Bulls better. And ladies and gentlemen, we went out at the very beginning of free agency and we got the player that we desired. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the player that we've all been waiting for quite some time now, and it's becoming official. Let's talk about Lonzo Ball as a Chicago Bull in this video. Let's do it. What's going on, everybody? It's the Aiden Sports Show and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a Chicago Bulls related video, a free agency related video relating to Lonzo Ball, the man that we've been targeting for so long as a Chicago Bull, someone that we knew could make this team better and take us a leap forward in the right direction, take us to a team that can be in a playoff contention, can be a playoff team, maybe even a little bit of a step beyond that. And ladies and gentlemen, we have found that player, and that player is now a Chicago Bulls player. His name is Lonzo Ball. Terrific player in my opinion, someone that we're going to be very excited about for quite some time, and it's glad to see the free agency ain't even over yet. It's only just begun. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aiden Sports Show YouTube channel, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about Lonzo Ball becoming a Chicago Bull. Now, we need to talk about how this happened, and of course, when I talk about trades, I talk about every player involved in the trade, and we'll then discuss the trade in general. So, to discuss the actual trade, it's going to be Lonzo Ball, a sign-in trade from the Pelicans. Will be giving him 4 years, $85 million, which is around $21.25 million per season. A little bit over the $20 million that was thought to be expected. We got a little bit more than that from Lonzo Ball, and I think at the end of the day, it's still fairly decent. We had to do a sign-in trade, obviously, to get this done. We have sent away Tomas Satoransky. We sent away Garrett Temple. We sent away a second-round pick to acquire Lonzo Ball as a Chicago Bull. And I know many people can think about that and just be stunned that we were able to do that. I'll talk about how I feel about the actual trade closer to the end of the video. I want to talk about specific players now, ladies and gentlemen. And to kick things off, I'm going to start with the players that we've sent away because they are now former Chicago Bulls players. And I'm going to start off with Tomas Satoransky. Tomas Satoransky is not a bad player. I've never ever said that Tomas Satoransky is a bad player, nor do I believe he'll be a bad player for the New Orleans Pelicans. I know Pelicans fans are looking at this deal now and thinking that they've absolutely got hard done by. They've pretty much been robbed. And in many ways, look, to be honest, I'm not going to disagree with that, but Satoransky won't be a bad player for the Pelicans. He'll be a very good, solid point guard in the NBA. He won't be a player that's going to exceed expectations, in my opinion, for the Pelicans, but he's going to be a solid NBA player. And at the end of the day, I'm sure they'll be trying to do more business in that point guard position going forward, which means Sato will probably not even be the starter at the end of the day. We're going to have to wait and see on that. For me, Satoransky's always been a decent role player for the Chicago Bulls. He's been a solid backup. He's been a good starter. He's had great relationships with players on the court like Thaddeus Young that really helped us at times. And it was good to see Satoransky play very well. He had his best season for the Chicago Bulls this year. Unfortunately, with the money that he was getting paid and for the players that we were looking at, we had to give up Satoransky. That was just always going to be the part. I never wanted to really give up Satoransky, but at the end of the day, that is what it needed to get the deal over the line. I think many people would have accepted that we just had to give up Satoransky, and that's exactly what happened. And we got the main player that will be doing very well for the Chicago Bulls, in my opinion, going forward. And that's all we want to see. Garrett Temple had a fantastic year, in my opinion, as a Chicago Bull in his first season. First season that was filled with a lot of games where we were very close, and Garrett Temple was the glue guy in many ways. He was the guy that kept the team together. He was able to help the younger players like Kobe White, help players like Patrick Williams, and was able to really push the Chicago Bulls to work a lot harder, become a little bit more faster. He was able to make some decent shots for us, play some defense. He was an all-around solid player, so I'm really going to miss him as well. But at the end of the day, with the amount of guards that we do have on this team at the moment, and potentially still not being finished with free agency, we could still have different players coming to this team. Garrett Temple was also a fall guy, in my opinion. He was a guy that freed up a small amount of cap space that really helped to sign Lonzo. In the end, these small decisions, not accepting Ryan Arcidiacono's team option, trading Satoransky, trading Garrett Temple. Obviously, these things is small, but it does help. And Lonzo Ball's now Chicago Bulls in many reasons because of that piece of business. So I'm very, very happy to see what Garrett Temple can do. For Garrett Temple, I believe he's signing a 2-year deal. Because he was an unrestricted free agent. It's part of the sign and trade. It's 3 years, but the 2 years are guaranteed, and the third year, I believe, is a team option for Garrett Temple. Fair enough. That seems to be a good way to go. He's going to get 2 years with the New Orleans Pelicans, and hopefully he can show what he showed for the Chicago Bulls. The second round pick, I don't have too much to say about this. It is what it is. A second round pick at this point for the Chicago Bulls is an added bonus, but it's not something I'm seriously going to lose sleep over. And now let's talk about the big player, ladies and gentlemen, Lonzo Ball as a Chicago Bull. This player averaged 14.6 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 5.7 assists, shooting 41% from the field and 37% from the three-point line. He has gotten better every single year. He's only 23 years old, and he's going to get paid now $21.25 million a season. This player means so much to us, and it's not necessarily just because it's Lonzo Ball. It's what Lonzo Ball brings to this team. He brings a very high IQ to this team that, in my opinion, will make his contract worth it for us. He's going to be a visionary. He's going to be someone that will find the open man. He's going to be someone that can read plays. He's going to be someone that, again, is also a spot-up shooter. He has a lot of variety to his game that suits our needs. Plus, the defense is an must-have bonus. We absolutely needed that defensive presence on our team. And ladies and gentlemen, Lonzo Ball will bring that to the Chicago Bulls as well. This was big. This was a big step in the right direction. And the fact this happened so quickly is an example of the Chicago Bulls being what I said they were going to be. They were going to be ruthless, and they were going to go after their targets with aggression. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what they've done. Lonzo Ball is a Chicago Bull, and he's going to be a massive player for us. This takes us from a team that can make the playoffs to a team that should make the playoffs, to a team that can compete in the East with other big teams. In the end, we're not a championship team. I'm not going to go that far. We're nowhere near that at the moment, but we're now a team that can compete with other teams, and we have some players that can really fit the system that we want to use. We can have defensive-minded players now. We can have a balance of defense and offense in our starting lineup. Hopefully the turnovers can get reduced because Lonzo Ball could be a very effective passer. I'm very excited to see what can happen with Lonzo Ball. Not to mention, if he's going to get better every single year like he's been with the Pelicans, and again, only 23 years old, if he's going to continue to get better, he's going to end up being worth that contract and playing probably beyond the standard of that contract for him. This is a terrific move for the Chicago Bulls. And now overall as a trade, I believe the Chicago Bulls did absolute magic here. And this is not the first time we've been talking about that. Nikola Vucevic was a trade no one expected. It was a massive surprise. And many people thought this couldn't be done. How is this possible? How did we give up Wendell Carter and Otto Porter for Nikola Vucevic, an all-star, a player that's been the Magic's foundation for years? And we did that. And we've done the same thing with Lonzo Ball. I don't know how we were able to do a sign and trade for Lonzo Ball without giving up Kobe White, without giving up Larry Markin, one of the two. We gave up Satoransky and Garrett Temple. And at the end of the day, no disrespect to those players, but they weren't key foundations of our team. They were players that fit a role for this team. And we got our number one priority by giving up those players. In my opinion, we did absolute wonders here. We did magic. We did business that I feel like we should be proud of. And at the end of the day, the Chicago Bulls fans are very happy about this. And the New Orleans Pelicans fans are not so happy about this. So this, in the end, as fans, will reflect exactly how this trade has gone. By the two fans of different teams' reaction to this shows what kind of business we've done here. So at the end of the day, I'm extremely happy this has happened. I'm super excited for Lonzo Ball on this team. We'll be talking more about Lonzo Ball in the future, but this is just an initial reaction. And free agency isn't done yet, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the beginning. We have weeks now, or I think 2 weeks, to decide what's going to happen next. A lot of interest in DeMar DeRozan seems to be hitting up. Derrick Rose could still be a potential option. Nothing is out of the question now, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a long way to go. Larry Markin could be part of a sign and trade. That's been talked about a lot. The fact that we didn't give up Lauri Markkanen to the New Orleans Pelicans could suggest a sign and trade to the Spurs is possible. And it is possible for sure. So I'm extremely excited to see what will happen. And again, let me know what you guys think about Lonzo Ball to the Bulls. If you're not a Bulls or Pelicans fans and you're doing business in the beginning of stages of free agency, let me know how good or bad your team's free agency business has been. I've seen Kelly Olynyk to the Detroit Pistons. Jimmy Butler got an extension. Kyle Lowry to the Heat as well. It's all over the place, but for the Chicago Bulls fans, this one's for you. We finally did some business I feel like many people have been waiting for, and business that could potentially, definitely get us on our feet and applaud and be very proud of. Let's see what we could do going forward. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Hopefully you enjoyed this amazing video, a special video, one that I'll remember a long time from now. And in the end, whatever happens with this team happens, but this is definitely a moment for me to be happy. This is a special moment in my life and everybody else's that is a Bulls fan. And we could be taking leaps forward. It feels like the ball is changing. It feels like we are in a very different predicament. It feels like we are in a winning state. We'll see how it goes. I'll never put anything out of the question now. Let's see what happens in free agency. Let's see if there's more to the Chicago Bulls that meets the eye going into the rest of free agency. I don't believe we're done, and I know many people out there don't believe we're done. Let's see if there's more business to be made. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.